Hi, this is Chippy with CarryPad.com, and I've got the smart devices SmartQ T7 3G here, which has just arrived from Electro World in China, who I should mention are moving their website to hotmid.com. So yeah, thanks to Electro World or hotmid.com for sending it over. This is a sample of the SmartQ T7. The actual final production unit will be available at the end of August, expected to be on sale at the beginning of September, but we've got a sneak peek unit here to take a look around. It's a 7-inch low-cost Android tablet, really targeted at e-reader type applications, sofa surfing, music, and other fairly low applications with fairly low processor requirements. It's a very low cost device, $240 I believe it is, dollars for the version without the 3G with Bluetooth, and $290 for the version with 3G, although you lose the Bluetooth on that, which is actually a very good price. Smart devices, as you might know on CarryPad, we've had a smart device before. We've had the smart device Q7, which was running a Linux stack, well, a basic Linux desktop operating system rather than Android, and again, good value. That was only about $220. Was able to do quite a few things, but with Android we're expecting a little bit more. It's got Telechip's ARM11 processor in it at 700 MHz, 256 megabytes of RAM. As far as I can remember, 2 gigabytes of internal storage. We've got an SDHC card slot, and this one is the 3G version with the mobile SIM slot. No HDMI out as far as I know, but you've got the headset out, and looking at the side very quickly, USB 2 on the go. That's what I wanted to mention. So you could actually add, if Android supports it, you can actually add USB hard drives and SD cards, etc. to the device, which is kind of useful. Just having a quick look around down the specs, it's got about a 14 watt-hour battery, which is fairly big for an ARM11 device, and at 450 grams, this could be a fairly long and easy to use e-reader type device after we've done some side loading of apps. Although if you look carefully at the package, you'll see Google Mail and Market on there. Not expecting those to be pre-built into the Android software here. I hope to be surprised by that. So let's open the box, take a look, and see what we've got. So as I said, this is a sample device that's been sent over to us, so it's not a sealed unit, but I haven't actually taken it apart yet. There we go, there's the actual unit itself. Let's put that to one side and see what we've got in the box as well. Looks fairly complete in terms of retail packaging. There's the Chinese manual, fortunately with lots of pictures, although a lot of that isn't going to be very useful. Safety check? No. And some sort of warranty card, I suspect, here. There's your mini USB to USB adapter, and here's the power adapter with European plug. So it's an American power adapter with a European adapter in it. I hope there's some power in the device, but if not, we'll just go around the device. So here you are. Here's the SmartQ T7 3G. And actually, I think the design and the actual look of the device is quite a bit nicer than the old SmartQ 7. The plastic's certainly different, a little bit softer, but definitely nicer to hold as well. Rather than it being super hard plastic, this is almost a rubberized plastic. It feels actually quite nice. Buttons are nice, 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 and nice. Actually, that's really nice buttons there, and that's going to be useful for navigating. It's a 600 by 800 screen, so it's not WVGA, slightly wider, which could be interesting for web browsing in portrait mode. You get a little bit more of the website on the screen in one go there. Take you around the device. It's not the thinnest device in the world, but it's actually not too bad. It looks like yeah, lanyard, 3.5mm slot. It looks like a microphone in built-in mic there. There's the power, SDHC card slot power, and there's the mini USB, which is said to be on the go. Well, we'll test it out and see. Here's the SIM card slot for your 3G. There's a pen, fairly cheap plastic pen there, and a seal to make sure I don't pull it apart and start testing. Non-removable battery, as with the SmartQ 7, and a single mono speaker up there on the top right. So fairly lightweight and a little bit wider than a lot of 7-inch devices because of that 600 wide screen, but still single hand holdable in portrait, which is really important for people that are doing reading, and not too heavy. Could be a little bit lighter perhaps, but that's really not heavy for the actual size of the device and the volume of the device you're looking at. Doesn't feel heavy at all. So let's hit that power button and see what we've got in terms of software on it. I understand that smart devices are still working on Android 2.1, so this may be an Android 2.0 or 1.6 device. I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like when it comes up, and we'll have to see what sort of software they've got installed as well, whether it's got Google Apps or some other marketplace installed. But we should be able to sideload apps from other Android devices that we got here. In fact, we're putting up quite a nice selection: 4 inches, 5 inches, and now 7 inches. We'll need to get an 8, 9, a 10, 11 and a 12 into that family, I feel. Right, that's booted up. Let's go into the user interface. Oh, still booting there. SmartQ, smart devices seem to be making quite a name for themselves now. They've got 5 or 6 products out, and quality seems to be better every time. This is definitely not a company that's been throwing out picture frames, digital picture frames. They seem to be concentrating on decent quality products at pretty low prices. One thing to mention here is a resistive touchscreen, not a capacitive touchscreen, so we'll be using the back of our finger and not the front of our finger to get the nail pinpoint effect here. And that's booted up, and so it looks very big and toy-like in terms of like the size of the icons here, but certainly extremely easy to use. There's the brightness. And at high brightness I'm seeing a tiny little bit of flicker on the screen, which might be annoying if you're reading books. You might not see it on the video. There's a very small amount of flicker on the backlight there. It's in English, thank goodness. So let's see if the notification bar works. Yes. And let's get the menu up and go straight to settings and see what we got. It looks like the 3D has been enabled on it, because that was a interesting transition there. About device, we are running 2.1 update 1, so this is running Android 2.1, and that's interesting. So let's have a look, see what apps we've got. Let's pull that up. Let's just go through. There's the 3G app, Adobe Reader, ACT1 video player, advanced task manager. There's a lot pre-installed here. Gmail is installed and Market is installed. I'll make no more comment about that at the moment. Try and find out if that's official or whether that's just preloaded for this sample device. I'm not actually expecting this to have Market and Gmail on the production device. Maps is also there, but let's see. At least this version has it, which is good to know. I'm going to go straight to the Wi-Fi. And home menu settings. Let's see how quickly we can set up the Wi-Fi here. Wi-Fi settings. We have my Wi-Fi here, and let's have a look what the keyboard's like. And you're going to see my. Well, maybe you didn't see what my password is for my Wi-Fi. Obtaining IP address. Let's see if that works first go. Yep, connected to Brat, so we should be able to dive straight into the browser. And I'm going to go straight for carrypad.com. That's loading it's loading smart devices page there. This is quite easy to use in portrait mode compared to a smartphone. Carrypad.com. Let's see what sort of speeds we get on this. I'm not expecting it to be super fast because this is only an ARM11 CPU inside here. In the region of 15 to 20 seconds average page load time, rather than the sort of 10, 9, 8 that you see with some of the top end Cortex A8, A9 devices. That's loaded the mobile page up there. Not a super quick scrolling there. This is really not a fantastically exciting user experience in terms of UI, but I'm going to go to the full web page here, see how long that takes to load up. And in fact, while I'm doing that, let's just quickly this is something you can't do when you're demoing the iPad. Let's see what other apps we've got here. There's a music app here, there's the gallery, separate email app, news and weather app. Just going to skip the Google ones here. Terminal emulator. Terminal emulator is... Why would you want a terminal emulator on this? This is actually a rooted device by the looks of it. Yep, there you go. And interesting. Marvel wireless LAN 802.1. I think it's B and G. Sorry, yeah, B and G. It's not an N capable routers. I don't think the end versions of the final versions of the firmware will have that on. Let's go back to the browser, see if that carrypad page load, and see what we've... So of course this is a resistive touchscreen, so there's no pinch to zoom, but double click to zoom, and reflowing working there. And it's of course not super smooth at all. We're just not expecting it to be super smooth, but hey, that's almost a readable, at standard zoom, almost a readable full page there, and you only have to click it once to get a comfortable reading size on that web page. I have to say, actually, the contrast and the colour of the screen is pretty nice as well. And remember, we're at medium brightness. Let's put it up to bright. Go back to the browser, and that really is quite bright. That's very good. Does it have that? No. Okay. SD card support. Anyway, lots more to do on this. I just wanted to give you a quick overview, and wow, first impressions. Actually, I have to be honest, a little bit better than I thought it would be for the price. $280 for a 3G enabled ARM11 tablet with touchscreen, Android 2.1 is really not a bad price at all. Let's see if everything else works. Of course, we've got video to test, audio to test, 3G to test, side loading of apps. Let's see if we can get the Amazon Kindle reader on it, and start testing whether it's good enough for e-reading in any in long time frames. Here's the marketplace coming up here. I need to sign into my Google account, but it's all that software is there, and really easy to read. This 800 by 600 screen size makes it super easy to read. In fact, I don't think I've seen a device of 800 by 600 ever in my testing over the last 4.5 years. So I'm interested to see how that works out in portrait mode. No auto rotate, so there's the reason that they've gone for 600 maybe, or maybe the reason that they didn't feel they needed to put auto rotate in. Let's just quickly try one more app to see if that does rotate. No auto rotation. Okay, ran out of battery there, sorry. I found the setting for screen rotation. Screen rotation does work. And what else have I done? I've installed something through Google Marketplace on this one, and Twitter is working as well. There you go. Okay, we're going to be doing some a live session on this tonight. This is Thursday, as he looks up the address, 26th of August. This is the day this video goes out. Live session on carrypad.com/live with thanks to Electro World. also known as hotmid.com, and we'll do a live session on this, go over everything. You can join us and ask questions in the chat room, watch the video, and we'll record it as well. That will be up within the next couple of days on caripad.com. So this is a Smart Devices SmartQ T7 3G. Lots more to test on it, but so far feeling really good about this one. This is Chippy from caripad.com. Thanks for watching.